you guys? It's Mary.
And Amma.
We want you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, you all, because today we are going to be talking about an exclusive preview that we have seen for 90 Day Fiancé, you guys.
Yes.
It is about Shaeeda and Bilal's degeneracy. I just can't believe, Shaeeda, that you don't know what this man makes a year. Like, I'm just trying to go through in my mind.
You have no idea about his finances either.
He does, and the thing is, he also is not doing anything that a proper Muslim brother is supposed to do.
I know.
Like, you are having to ask him for money for every little thing.
You should have a card that is
he
linked
lets
to the joint account. You know what I'm saying? He should put you already on his account. You should have a card that links to that account so that you can get whatever it is that you need to get.
I mean, you told me that Bubba had put you on his life insurance and his health insurance before they even got married.
Before we even got married.
My dad did that.
He had already given all the information. He had already showed. Because we had an arranged marriage. So, the things that you have to give all your health test results of all your STDs and all that stuff. You got to give, and then just test results, of other things to make sure that you're well or whatever. And if you're not, at least it's full disclosure of, you know what I'm saying, what I have or whatever. Because I remember I was anemic, and I think that was the only thing. That was the only thing that was wrong with me. But you have to do that. You have to come with your bank account statement, your savings account. Like, they need to know all your financial history. They need to know, your debts. They need to know your credit score.
Yeah.
You need to see your lease. You have to give information so that your name also is on the lease. Health insurance, life insurance. They go and look at your home to see that is it proper for Muslimah to... A Muslimah is like a Muslim woman. A Muslimah to come and live there.
Yeah.
They go and check your job, reference. You need personal references from people. You need your job reference from people. They need to know, where you work. They need to go and meet you there and see that you actually work there so that there's no lying.
And then also, if
all
you
of
have
that is
questions
disclosed. How the hell did your wali not cover that? And I know I did not see her dad. We saw the mom, right? So I don't know if it was her mom that was her wali, because sometimes when you're a woman, you kind of, especially a Muslim woman, our culture is kind of you can't really talk to the man. So she may have felt I don't want to ask all these questions. She may have felt out of her realm.
Personally, I feel, because at this, because when I was here, I recently went through a courtship here in Africa.
Right.
A guy came, he had asked for my hand or whatever in marriage and stuff like that. He came, he met my mom and everything like that. My dad is not here, he is in America or whatever stuff. So she had to literally act
all these questions.
She had to ask all these questions. She could not be her soft feminine self. She literally had to sit down there and stand guard. Yeah. And even when I was asking her about him, because she was kind of reserved almost, so I didn't really know what she was thinking about him, whatever stuff. But she said the reason why I was like that is because I just realized that this is my job. This is something that I have to do.
So weighty. I felt the weight of it.
When he came up the stairs.
This is a stranger to me.
Yeah.
I need to find out what I need to. These are requirements. The buck is stopping with me. I need to make sure I do the good job as a wali, so that she's not in some kind of weird situation that I find Shaeeda in right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So she had to do that, even if I was no, don't be like that, whatever. She literally had to stand guard, because at the end of the day, this is somebody that I will have to marry. This is somebody who will be brought into my life, into my family's life, and also this is somebody that I could potentially have kids with. Is this somebody who will be a good father, a good husband? Does he have his finances together? Can he provide? Is he educated?
Where does he
live?
Those things.
All those things. All those hard questions have to be asked.
Does he have any investments? All of that has to have
where does he see his future going? Do you have plans? Are you stable? All those questions she had to ask, and even questions that I wanted to ask him, whatever, I could just go tell her. If I don't want to ask him, I can go tell her.
All of those questions.
But all those things had to be done when I was going through my courtship here or whatever. No, we are not engaged. That was broken off. But if you guys want to know more about that, comment down below. But yeah, so all of that
Yeah.
stuff you really have to get done,
And
or
it's
you're in this
really-
weird situation
I
because
know.
it literally takes
And
a
I don't
quarter
wanna-
of a century
Yeah.
to
Really.
get out of the situation.
It really does. It really does. That's how much time, how much life you give that, you know?
Yeah.
For you to get your shit back together, and
Yeah.
especially if it doesn't work out. But I just feel, and I don't want to put down her wali. You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
don't know if
saying?
she even had one though, because also
That's the thing.
she met him online, but also
She
you
met
know
online, but you call him still like
I was on. I think I was on Half Rardeen for a while. I was also on Must Match, and they actually said you can actually click on supervised conversation or whatever, where you send your home star a call log or whatever to somebody, or they can actually supervise it while it's happening.
And those websites you just gave, Half Ardeen and Must Match, they are
Muslim dating sites.
dating sites, right? So
I'm not on any of them anymore, so please do not go searching for me.
but my thing is, it's like I don't want to. If it was her mom, I don't want to make her feel bad. But Shaeeda, like I am just surprised. But you know
Well,
what?
also my thing is, as a woman, you have to know this. You have
but-
to know this. I feel like this is common sense. Like,
Yeah.
even if I did not have you, I will be asking those questions myself.
Yes, but you know something? Let me take it off of Shaeeda for a second. This man is an imam.
You always go back to that?
We got to go back to what his profession is. Like what he's standing in the community is.
Yeah.
He's an imam. Okay?
It's so
when he's
degenerate.
an imam, the fact that you're an imam, you are the ones who guide young men in the mosque.
God forbid I don't even want to know what you're telling the brothers in the mosque.
Exactly.
I don't even want to know.
The fact that you did not even do right by her. You met this woman in a home. You met her with her business. You met her in a different country. You bring her here. She had to shut down her business. And now you want to treat her like a child? She got to come to you to ask money for every little thing?
But
I
that's why he
cannot even effing imagine that. Like, I as a
Yeah.
woman, that means if I need my little sanitary towels, I gotta come ask your ass. I don't have a card to just go and get the money. Like, it's ridiculous. It's totally BS. Like, this man is an imam. He's not fit to be an imam. I'm just gonna say it. He's not.
No, not
He's
at all.
not. He's leading your brothers astray in that mosque. And has the nerve to tell her time and time again, no matter what I do for you, it's not good enough. You
You're
do
giving
for
her-
her everything that she does not want.
Everything that you give her everything that she needs, except for what she really, really wants, which is a
Exactly.
child. She much rather would have been y'all getting it on in the
Yeah.
hotel room than her to be out in New York in the cold eating some cardboard pretzel. Pretzels are nasty.
And not only that, like now.
I mean,
it's
no-
like
no shade to pretzel
We
lovers.
see the depth of how deep this foolishness goes. When here you are, she doesn't even have a card that she can go and get things for herself.
But he wants
she
to
gotta
keep-
come and ask you, you know, and then he tells her these lies. Like the business, it takes a while to build up your credit here in America.
And then he lied and
then-
said that he's not going to get her a studio, but he's going to be helping her with marketing.
Yeah.
Marketino.
Then why the hell did he have those two Caucasian women taking her to go look for places?
Bilal, I
Like,
don't know how Shaeeda
He
you
is
got
so
with him.
deceitful. He's deceitful. He's a gaslighter. And I mean, I'm surprised because I saw their YouTube and they were together for Thanksgiving, and
I saw their Instagram when they were doing that
kind of
dance.
happy. He still looked like he's trifling self in the Thanksgiving. He still looked trifling.
Can we do a bet
But,
in
I
the
mean-
comment section? Like, I really want y'all to let me know. Yay, that you think Shaeeda will be with baby at the reunion. Say nay if you know he has not impregnated that woman yet. I just want y'all to say yay or nay in the comment
I mean,
section.
in Thanksgiving, I kept on looking. I said, "Oh, it looks as though she has some kind of tummy there." But then in another angle, I didn't see it. So I don't know.
How
I
much
mean,
money
I
you want to
just,
put on it? I give $5 that she is not pregnant.
okay. I'm gonna take that bet just because I am hoping and praying that she at least got one or two things. But I know she didn't get the stuff because she was telling them at the tell-all. She was talking to Yara at the tell-all.
Oh,
That's when she was talking to her.
yeah.
So we know that he's still acting the fool with his finances. Like, who does that?
Bilal.
Where this man come from? Who is his people?
He came from the I won't
Like,
say
I'm
he came
just
from
wondering,
Canada, but
like, who is this man's people? Who are you? Like, where do you exist from? And how the hell are you an imam?
I'm
just shocked. Out of my brain.
What do they call? Do we call it the congregation? What do we call the people who are in the imam?
The ummah.
The ummah. I would be embarrassed as an ummah if I'm there seeing you doing this and you're an imam.
If there's any Muslims on, because
I know we preaches at.
We do have a few Muslims on who are our subscribers. But just let me know, am I being too harsh? Like, or have things changed? Because I got married in 1995. So
common decency
that was like
has changed
50 years ago. Well, I mean, but these
in the
are
Quran,
the
it says that
laws.
men are the providers, the protectors, the maintainers of women. He's not doing none of it.
Like,
she literally left everything. She does not have a studio. Yeah. She ain't got no money. You haven't given her no money.
No. She has to ask you for all of that.
You have not given her a child. She told you that's what she wanted.
She doesn't even know how much you make. She doesn't even know if you have an account. She has no idea.
Shaeeda, I don't know what you were doing. You said you were accepting everybody in your little Muslimah account. And there couldn't be nobody else. This man was FaceTiming you from a white wall, but he'll be coming with Louis Vuitton and Gucci. But then he also doesn't let you know how much he has, and then he never showed you his house. I'm sorry, you start playing those little games with me, it's over. It's over. You will be blocked.
He came leading with money.
But the thing is,
he thinks he actually got her via money.
This is why you don't rush
because
marriage.
You see, that's where he puts his value in. No, they were together. They've been talking for, I think she said 2 years because of the whole COVID thing.
What were y'all talking about, Shaeeda? Because you did not have the three main conversations. I think it was what? Finances,
children.
Finances, children, and what was the last one? Iman, I think.
No, finances, children.
Oh, finances, children.
And home provision, like the house, like.
How can you provide?
Like the home, because she didn't even know where he lived. She didn't know where he lived. She's not seen that.
Me personally, I go by this philosophy. Whenever I am in a courtship or whether I am dating, I personally believe that it's best to get the hard conversations out the way. Which are the basics? How much do you make?
Very beginning.
Do you believe? Do you have a home? Are you okay with a woman who can be a stay-at-home wife? That's like always my number one. Can you provide?
Yes.
As well. And then also, I think it's very important, your iman, how do you believe, how do you want your kids to be raised? I feel like it's best to ask all of those questions. And if you're not satisfied with the question, okay, can be done. Yeah. There's no point in doing small chats for, a few months, and then you start getting feelings. Next you know, you have feelings for some dustball that even got $2 in his account. It's best, especially if you're looking for marriage, have those hard conversations first. We're trying to get to marriage.
At this point,
Papa,
I'm totally baffled, and I'm trying not to say too much because
we're going to go into a deeper conversation.
She's our Muslim sister.
Well, we're going to go into a deeper conversation with this later.
It was so embarrassing as she was talking to Yara.
Even Yara was like, what?
Yara looked so confused.
Listen, white women don't play those games. You hear that? They do not play those games. They do not play those games.
Our white sisters in our channel, let us know, because listen, they don't. And also,
I remember we had done a TikTok where they had asked several different women, is money important in a relationship? Every single person, a Muslim sister said yes. But the black women were like, well, maybe no, it's about potential. And that white woman said, what? Money is everything. It's everything. Like, if you ain't got no money, then what's the point of the relationship anyway? But she looked disgusted that they even asked her that question.
Also, African women too. African women, the two
I was talking about the African American women.
Yeah, because there are two things you need to have for African women. You need to have education. That's like college, and then you also need to have money.
And the men know that as well.
They know that. By the time they're in their 20s, early 20s, they're hustling because they're like, I gotta get a wife, I gotta get my shit together.
We know somebody here, his name is Anthony. Like, this man, he is always working. I think he was talking about how, I have to go, I have to make sure I get a house, I have to start paying for my house, I have to pay off my car.
He already did that.
He stays working. And this man, I think he's
in
like
early 20s. So he's like pushing, because he knows, before I get to 30, I want to be married, I want to be settled, and he knows that she ain't gonna be working, she's gonna be home with the kids. So it's like they begin together, hustle on.
And if you know an African man who does not have any of that stuff, just know he a dust ball, and that he is the black sheep of his family. Yeah. Because as an African man, you're supposed to have all that.
Yeah. And if you don't, you definitely have like you're working. You're working like shoot. Like
but if he's just lazy, like a bump on the log, not doing nothing,
you have like several different jobs. Yes. Because you have a vision of what you want to do. You got land, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But man, Shaeeda, my heart it breaks for you, because when I was watching her yesterday, I was almost in tears talking about this woman.
I know.
Like, I'm watching Shaeeda. Like, all of this is sunken in.
Yeah.
This beautiful woman who, she was already slim, right?
Yeah.
She looks skinnier.
Well, she looks like, I don't want to say like Kim Kardashian.
Like, all of this has gone, like how she's
unhealthy looking, real skinny.
All this has gone in. Poor Shaeeda.
Like, men will suck the life out of you if you don't take care of
with this trifling person, and I don't want to talk bad about him because she's still married to him. But Bilal, you saw a whole woman who has never been married before. You should have left her the hell alone.
Yes.
You should have left her the hell alone, because you knew that her requirements, especially women who have not been married before, their requirements are up here.
She has no kids.
You know you couldn't meet that. You should have left her the hell alone for a man to be with her who could meet that.
No, but he was hell-bent.
As an imam. Mm-hmm. Playing games. An imam playing games.
I think he wants to revenge on his ex-wife. He wants to say, hey, I got somebody who's foreign. I have somebody who's lighter than you. And I have somebody who's limber and who is younger. How about that?
Yeah. And who looks just like you. And is foreign.
Yes.
So she's exotic.
Yes.
Trifling. This man, he's not fit to be an imam. That's all I got to say.
You literally would think that's like, if they were walking side by side, Shaeeda and Shaeeda. What's her name?
You would think, Shaeeda and Shaeeda.
Like, how do you
they look like sisters.
They look like sisters. If they're walking by, they would have been sisters.
You will think that they came from the same mama.
I think it's a little stalkerish that he wants to find a woman that looks just like his wife, but just 2 shades lighter.
Yeah,
I think that says everything I need to know about Bilal. Yeah, everything I need to know.
Yeah. No, this man, I don't even think he was for marriage. I think maybe he just wanted to be with her, and that's it. Rub it in his wife's nose. Just be an asswipe. Anyway, I don't want to insult him too much, because he is still her husband.
Next,
but
we
will leave it like that, because I don't want to go too deep. I am hoping for her sake that leaves. Hoping for her sake that either she's pregnant now. But when I saw her in that tell-all, she still looks kind of sunken. Like, he is draining all of her vitality from her. And she's only been with him, I think it's been married for a year? Not
It's not too
girl.
It's not too late to get out.
But she likes him, she loves him.
All of that is BS. This is why I say don't waste your time doing a small chat with somebody. Ask all the big questions. If any of them are a no and it don't match up, drop his ass. That's why I said a long time ago she should have left his dusty behind at the altar. Yeah. She ain't listened to me. She ain't watched my video.
With some prenup. Remember this guy?
I know.
This guy has taken
and then
her.
The mom,
of course, her through so much. She has taken her through so much. And you know something, Bilal's sister and mom, you guys are big time enablers.
I mean, just look at them.
Big time enablers.
He's been through so much.
Big time enablers. You all should have told him, this is not right. It's not even Islam. It's not even the way we do it in Islam. No. That's what's blowing my damn mind. It's blowing my damn mind. Like, I met my husband, I met him August 4th, 1995. We were married 4 weeks later. Okay? Yeah. And so this was a total stranger, right? But I had more rights than it seems Shaeeda has. This was a total stranger. But just doing it the Islamic way. I knew more about him, his account, everything. Savings, everything. I knew more about that. Hell, I even knew about the little investment he was doing at his job and how much he had in there. Like, every single thing I knew about him. You know what I'm saying? Knew about all his health stuff. So if he had gone to get a vasectomy, I would have known. Like, you've not even done that with Bilal. You don't even know if this man is capable of having kids.
I know.
Like, all of these things.
I mean, and you know what blows my mind? A man who takes a male birth control, I don't put it past him to go get a vasectomy.
Did you even want to get married? Do you,
this man is popping male birth control pills. What kind of
marriage is this for a woman who this is her first marriage? You did not want kids. Do not marry a woman who's never been married before.
Yeah.
If you don't want children, don't get married to a woman like that.
Leave her where you met her.
Go get married to a woman who has been married before, divorced, got kids, and don't want no more kids.
No, he wanted the right
Go get married to a woman around your age group.
He didn't want
who
that.
is an empty nester.
He wanted to stick it to his wife. The fact that his sister and his mom was like, he's been through so much.
And you know they've been seeing each other for what I think she said 2 to 3 years.
That
means that this woman was 34 when you met her. She was even younger. Vital. Now you're draining the life out of her like some damn vampire. Just done. Done. I don't want to say too much.
I think we said enough. We'll go to a deeper video on another one of our channels, and we'll probably link it when we start that channel. But it's Mary
and Alma. Like, share, subscribe,
comment,
and like.
Yes,
thank you.
All that.